Hey, good morning. I am Raleigh Brown. This is yet another curve flattening concert. I'm here with Charlie the dog. I'll show you a picture of Charlie the dog that I took just this morning when he was ingratiating himself to me in a quest for treats and food. There he is, folks. That's my boy. And that's the face. That's the "you love me, don't you? Why don't you give me treats" face. And he usually scores. He gets a good bit of table food as long as he's laying down. Now this picture was taken while he was standing, so he was getting nothing. But I was also trying to get him not to look away from the camera, which he often does. Anyhow, that's Charlie for this morning. He's over here too, but you just see his big fat belly, which isn't really that fat, but looks that way. And then I will say hi to some of you in a moment. But first, since a bunch of you are already here, let us clink. And in the interests of kindness, good fellowship, compassion, and empathy, here's to it. And good coffee. Good coffee's on there too. So let me do a quick little hello session here. Dave Van Allen and Steve DeHaas, Steve Walker and Steve Edelman, Slim Edelman, and Ann Mintz and Tom Dietz and Kathy Marzik and Linda Worcester. Dave Van Allen also on Facebook. He's a double dipper. And Charlie Bryant, the Clown Prince of Raleigh World, and David Arthur Radcliffe over there in the UK. Bob McKenna, Michael Tierson, Debbie Moore in Maine, Carol Pred in Mentor, Ohio, Linda Worcester. Did I already say hi to Linda? Yes, I did. See, I'm just reading down the list here. And Warren and Janelle are here, and Warren or Janelle. Kathy Marzik and Deb Leiby Clark. Deb has some really beautiful sunrise photos on her page. If you haven't gone over there, go look at those today. And was that a fox or was that a wild cat? I couldn't tell in the picture, Deb. That's a bunch of you. Charlotte Cantrell is here from SoCal. And Juan Clemente. Hello, thank you for joining us, Juan. And Jim Greco up there near Rochester, New York. Donna Greenberg, Lori Payne. Deb Levy Clark says it was a fox. It was just a little blurry because of the low light. And like that. So let's get underway here. And we clonked. We saw Charlie, and now it's time for some cheerful songs. Well, if you go out in the woods today, you're in for a big surprise. If you go out in the woods today, better go in disguise. 'Cause all the bears that ever there was gathered there together, because today's the day the teddy bears have their picnic. Now every teddy bear who's been good is sure of a treat today. There's lots of marvelous things to eat and wonderful games to play. Beneath the trees where nobody sees, they'll hide and seek as long as they please. 'Cause that's the way the teddy bears have their picnic. Picnic time for teddy bears. The little teddy bears are having a lovely time today. See them give unawares and see them picnic on their holiday. See them gaily get about. They love to laugh and shout. They never have any cares. At 6 o'clock their mommies and daddies will come and take them home, 'cause they're tired little teddy bears. If you go out in the woods today, better not go alone. It's Lovely down in the woods today, but safer to stay at home. 'Cause every bear that ever there was is gathered there together, because today's the day the teddy bears have their picnic. Picnic time for teddy bears. The little teddy bears are having a lovely time today. See them, catch them unawares, and see them picnic on their holiday. See them gaily get about. They love to laugh and shout. They never have any cares. At 6 o'clock their mommies and daddies will come and take them home, 'cause they're tired little teddy bears. The Teddy Bears Picnic. You remember it from when you were a kid? I sure do. I can't remember what color the record was that we had it on. I'm thinking yellow plastic. And it was like must have been like a 45 size 33, like an EP. But I'm not sure about that part. So I see Ken Nashif is here, and Jay Peterson, and who else is new? Aretta and Ron, who I saw at the Andy Cohen concert the other night. Andy did a great show. I didn't stay for the whole thing, but I liked what I saw. I love Andy. And John Hubner's here out there in Lima, Ohio, and Karen Beatty in New York City. And Kit Serikaku, you're on again. You're still with us. And you are in Colorado. And I heard you guys had snow. Well, in Colorado, if you wait around, that snow will go away before you know it. And let me think. Rich Fowler. If I miss any of you, I apologize. So I'm trying to go down here. Donna Greenberg is here, and Donna Zach Beal, and like that. All right. So next up, now often I don't always sing Teddy Bear's Picnic, and Kate Mack is here. Hi, Kate. And Pam Zappardino. Oh, they're just coming in while I'm sitting here. A lot of times I play it as an instrumental, and when I do, I often play it as a medley with this tune from The Wizard of Oz. So, but I'll play this one as an instrumental today. I'm sure you'll know it when you hear it. If I only had a brain. So I see other people checking in here this morning. Mike Verbeck and Marjorie Sprouse and Michael Miller and Jim Moran, my buddy down in Nashville, and Rhonda Scott Merrick, Nancy Daynard. I think I said hi to you. Bernd Bookman over there in Germany. Hi, Bernd. And there was somebody else. Frank Mato is here. And I've said hi to Lori Payne and Kate Mack. There's somebody I'm missing, and I don't know. Oh, Alana Eager. Hi, Alana. Alana and Richard just moved from Albuquerque area to Santa Fe, and they're in a new domicile there. And I warm your house for today with new songs. So. So, I don't want to bullshit you guys. I'm struggling emotionally. I think we all are, and it is for that very reason which I want to provide you with just some slightly upbeat and maybe or at least pretty music today. And this pretty one was written by Kate Wolf. I've been walking in my sleep, counting troubles instead of counting sheep. Where the years went, I can't say. I just turned around and they had flown away. And I've been sifting through the layers dusty books and faded papers. They tell a story I used to know. It was one that happened so long ago. It's gone away in yesterday. Now I find myself on the mountainside where the rivers change directions across the great divide. Now I heard the owl calling softly as the night was falling with a question, and I replied. But she was gone across the borderline. It's gone away in yesterday. Now I find myself on the mountainside where the rivers change directions across the great divide. Finest hour that I have seen is the one that lies between the edge of night and the break of day. It's when the darkness rolls away. It's gone away in yesterday. Now I find myself on the mountainside where the waters change directions across the great divide. It's gone away in yesterday. Now I find myself on the mountainside where the rivers change directions across the great divide. Across the Great Divide from the late, great Kate Wolf. Let me see if anybody else has checked in here who I'm missing. I don't think so. So I thank you as always for being with me here. It's time for announcements, and not too much to say today. There are still some invisibles. There's one invisible woman, my dear old friend Judith Fox, and if she's on here, I say hi and much love to you, Judith. She's down there in Virginia, and the male invisibles are Joel Biget and George Young in Winter Garden, Florida, and Mario Prue, my dear friend, up in Iroquois Falls, Ontario, way up north, 8 hours above Toronto. And there is, as always, a PayPal and Venmo link there if you'd like to donate to the Charlie the Dog treats and dog food and dog care fund. And just helping keep the lights on here at Raleigh World, helping pay the eCam bill and the Zoom bill and the all those things that keep this concert on the air, and like that. So announcements-wise, well, Andy Cohen was wonderful at Ann Mintz's house the other night, and he is. It's really interesting. It's funny because Andy and I are. It's like we're cut from the same cloth, but in a really different way. And Andy has much more of the, I think he has a lot more of the funk of Reverend Gary Davis's playing. And I'm a little more, perhaps refined. I don't know if I can hold this and raise my pinky at the same time. I'm just a more refined guitarist like this. And but we both of us, we each of us love to hear the other play. And I was in enough of a funk that I did not play for Andy when I went down there. But he got Bunny to play for him, so that was fun. I see John Rossi is here, and Tom Albright, and Eben Atwater. Welcome aboard, all you guys. I'm pretty sure I said hi to Rhonda, but I'll say it again. You can never say it too many times. And like that. So the other announcement is just about January, when Bunny Barnes and Kurt Lippy and I will do a night at the Sellersville Theater right here in Sellersville, my own little hometown, my little adopted hometown, not to be confused with Euclid, Ohio, my original hometown. And that's going to be a great show. I do not think it'll be live streamed because, frankly, not enough. I asked for people to respond, and I don't think enough people responded to make it worth it for the theater to hire somebody to do the live streaming. So you'll just have to, get on a plane, or else you'll just hear about it. Maybe somebody will tape part of it, or sit in the audience and get a video. And as far as the schedule goes, I am on with you right now, as you may have noticed. I don't know who is on Monday. On Tuesday, I just was texting with my good buddy Cozy Sheridan, and she is coming home from the Great Northwest today, and she said that she's hoping to stream on Tuesday morning at 10:30, but not sure yet. So you can check Cozy Sheridan's page. Probably tomorrow night she'll know, and hopefully she'll be on Tuesday morning at 10:30 to keep us all cheered up, because she is really good at cheering people up. And like that. And then I will be back on Wednesday at 3, trying to cheer us up as well. I have a busy day tomorrow. Charlie goes to the behaviorist for his kind of quarterly visit, and that's okay for him, because they don't have to handle him or anything. If they start handling him, he displays his teeth prominently. but if all we do is talk about him and catch up and make sure he should still stay on his Prozac, then we're fine. And then I get my eyes checked. By the next time you see me, well, maybe not the next time, but I'm going to send off for some new glasses, and I'll probably have new frames, and maybe they'll be like big, the kind with big things that come out the side, or horn rims, or I'll look like Buddy Holly or something like that. But probably not. I'll probably get the closest thing I can get to these. I see David Klein is here today. Hi, David. And so I have that tomorrow too. And then I'm wondering if I'm going to be able to drive at night to get to my Tai Chi class after they put the drops in my eyes. But we'll find out. And Debbie Moore goes, Elton John. Yeah, I'll get the platform shoes, which I really am kind of getting to need as I shrink in size. And I'll get the Elton John glasses, the glitter glasses too. It's time I did a redo, don't you think? Okay, so enough levity. Let me sing you another song. This is a great song. I'm a lineman for the county, and I ride the main road, searching in the sun for another overload. And I can hear you in the wire, I hear you singing through the line, and the Wichita lineman is still on the line. You know I need a small vacation, but it don't look like rain. And if it snows, that stretch down south won't ever stand the strain. And I need you more than want you, and I want you for all time. And the Wichita lineman is still on the line. And I need you more than want you, and I want you for all time. And the Wichita lineman is still on the line. The Wichita Lineman by Jimmy Webb. And as always, I can't read all of your comments while I'm performing here. But I do always come back later, sometimes a little later in the day, and I will read them all then. And if you come back to my Facebook page, for those of you on Facebook, sometimes I will comment. I will usually like most comments, unless there's some reason I don't feel like liking them. And but I will answer your questions and stuff like that. So check back later in the day. Johannes Barang is here on YouTube, and he's new to me. So welcome, Johannes. I hope you're enjoying this. And like that. So next up, I'm going to put on my finger picks, since we were talking about how Andy Cohen and I both had a one facet of the Reverend Gary Davis, and I think that I have You know, I studied in a lineage of Tai Chi in which I studied with several teachers who all studied with the same teacher. And those teachers are grandmasters, and their teacher was a great grandmaster, I guess you'd call it. So the definition of a grandmaster is a teacher who's not only a master but who has students who are masters. And but anyhow, that's a sidebar. All those students who studied with Chung Man Ching, who was the great grandmaster, they were all different from each other. But if you watched them, you could see that they all studied with him, you know. And I feel that there's a lot of us who learn stuff from Reverend Gary Davis who are the same way. We don't sound like each other. I don't sound like Andy very much, but Andy and I, you could listen to either of us and tell that we had learned from the Reverend. So this is called the C Rag. The Sea Rag, and that's I saw Helene Toberfall or Marjorie Sprouse wrote the Sea Rag. It's actually C as in the key of C. It's the letter C, capital C Rag. And I don't know what it was really called. A lot of these tunes Reverend Gary Davis recorded, and I think that the people who put the albums out, said, well, what's that called? And said, well, that's just a rag in C, or whatever. And they just kind of picked a name for it. So that's the Sea Rag by the Reverend Gary Davis. You can find him playing that probably on YouTube if you take a look, and you'll hear how he's not just like me or not just like Andy, but we're both a little bit like him. So one more for you today, and this one is by my dear friend Cozy, who I talked about a few minutes ago. She's coming back to the East now. She just did her Moab Folk Camp last week, and the Moab Folk Festival as well, I think. And you know what? One of the many things I love about Cozy, because I really dearly love her, is that she really knows how to turn lemons into lemonade. Like, she somehow manages to write songs about dire times, like the times we're in right now, and make them somehow hopeful, and which I cannot always do. Sometimes I just wallow in self-pity. And this is one of those songs that, you know, it's a little quirky, and it's also a little bit hopeful too. So I see my buddy Peter Lips is here. Peter's just back from California. I hope you and Sharon are doing well. I see Larry Pattis is here. He's out there in Oregon, and he's a wonderful guitar player in his own right. So go hear him if you have a chance. Go look on his channel. And Owen O'Malley down there in South Jersey is here. He's a great bass player who played on one of my CDs, and has played with Mark Cosgrove and other great players. So here's a little bit of advice for you. Now all you gotta do is be happy. Happy's gonna get you by. It's better not to make it a project. Happy isn't something you try. And all you gotta know is it'll come and go. It wasn't designed to stay. All you gotta do is be happy, just some part of your day. And all you gotta do is be happy with this moment as it arrives. Happy isn't looking for a medal. He's just happy to be alive. And don't hold too tight, because that's not what he likes, and then he'll get hard to find. You know, happy doesn't really like Mondays, like tomorrow. But he's trying to change his mind. He's gonna hang around, putter out in the yard. But he's gonna let you down if you're expecting him to try too hard. Well, happy, he's kinda like breathing, kinda like the Gordian knot. 'Cause if all you wanna do is be happy, but pretty soon you're not. All you gotta do is be happy. Happy's gonna get you by. Better not to make it a project. You know, happy isn't something you try. And all you gotta know is it'll come and go. It wasn't designed to stay. All you gotta do is be happy, just some part of your day. Yes, all you gotta do is be happy, just some part of your day. Take that to heart. Stick with that. And also, you can stick with this. Be happy and be healthy. Be brave and be calm. Be kind. It's a snap. And if you get cranky, take a nap. Have a great beginning of the week. Be of good heart. Enjoy your moments on the planet, because it's all we got. All we got is this time. Much love. Bye-bye.